the fattest I've ever been, yet the happiest I've ever felt.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well today. My name is Nadia, if you're new here. For today's video, we are going to be looking at some fat acceptance TikTok and talking about defense mechanisms. But real quick, we just got to 20,000 subscribers on here. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting this channel. We've been doing this for over a year, and I really feel lucky for all of the conversations and community that we've established on here. I think to celebrate, we will get to know each other a little better by doing a Q&A video, but let's go ahead and get into these TikToks.
This is to anyone with the same body type as me. I've heard it be described before by people who are attracted to plus size people that a plus size woman's body is the hyper exaggeration of feminine features, meaning that every feminine feature on a plus size body expresses itself even bigger than that of a straight size body. This is a strength that we carry as plus size people.
The caption on that TikTok says, "No wonder they can't help but stare at you." The reality is that's probably not why people are staring if they are staring. But I'm sure working to convince herself that it's because she's so hyper feminine probably feels better than acknowledging the sort of harsh reality that if they are staring, it's most likely because of her body size. That's what defense mechanisms do for us. It's like a layer between us and reality. And one of those layers we see a lot from fat activists is the performance of happiness and self-love.
It is such an incredible waste of energy to be at war with yourself and to hate yourself, when instead you could be investing that energy for a swim on a Thursday afternoon in a bikini, in a floaty made of glitter, just chilling, just hanging out. So think about that the next time you're at war with yourself. There are ways that we can be free.
I think this is really disingenuous and annoying. And no, it's not because seeing a plus size person love themselves invalidates me in any way.
Every time they see a fat person that is simultaneously happy, it invalidates their entire experience of being thin and being afraid of being fat.
I think anyone attempting to make it seem easy to be happy, free, and full of self-love is selling you something. These things require effort and discipline over a lifetime, and complacency is presented by fat activists like proof of self-love and just repeating it dogmatically.
I love being fat. It gives me so much joy.
I'm the fattest I've ever been, yet the happiest I've ever felt.
Generally, people who are actually happy and loving themselves don't spend their time trying to convince others that those things are true. Going back to the swimming pool TikTok, her caption says, "It's never too late to find liberation and enjoy our bodies," with a fat liberation hashtag. So I don't think it's a stretch to interpret her message here as being, stop trying to change and just love yourself so you can be happy like me. Or if I'm being a little more cynical, maybe I would just reduce it to, if we all stop trying, everybody wins.
Everyone's a winner.
The performance of happiness in fat acceptance could largely be chalked up to reaction formation, which is a defense mechanism.
There are universal biological standards of beauty and attraction, and you are purposefully celebrating the opposite of them.
Think back to when we were kids and there was a kid in class giving us extra negative attention, and the teacher would say, "Oh, they probably have a crush on you." With reaction formation, we experience an uncomfortable thought or emotion, and rather than dealing with it, we pretend we're having the opposite experience. Her TikTok says, "To be honest, I love when people tell me they could never live looking like me. Like, lol, thanks for confirming that we both know I'm stronger than you." The majority of people don't love hearing mean comments about their appearance, and I highly doubt she's the exception to that. But acting like she does probably helps her deal with those comments and the hurt feelings.
If you are a plus size person, I need you to use this audio and show me your adorable belly outlines. This is the summer of VBO, and I personally need to see more of it this summer.
Creating a whole TikTok trend around celebrating something that most people feel insecure about is textbook reaction formation, taking the experience of shame and attempting to perform the opposite. And I feel like I have to clarify that I don't think people should hate their bodies, but performing self-esteem is not the same as building self-esteem.
I've been talking about loving yourself and self-love and all of that for 10 plus years, and people still hate fat people, and fat people still hate fat people.
Even performing self-esteem for 10 years isn't enough. And of course, I can't actually know what's going on in anyone's head, but I can observe the patterns of behavior in this movement, and they indicate that most of these people are deeply unhappy. There's this song, Funny Fat Friend, that was made viral by fat activists and body positivity. The lyrics are about what a bad experience it is to be plus size. It's a pretty sad song and entirely juxtaposed to the space that it's so popular in. The space where being fat is a superpower.
I have this theory that people are so weird about fat people liking themselves because they literally don't see us as people. Like, it's as if the chair came to life and just decided it likes itself.
Yeah, it must be because we don't view other people as human. Nothing to do with the fact that the same people telling us how great it is to be plus sized and how much they love their lives are also the same people talking about how hard and terrible it is to be them.
Trust me, I wouldn't recommend anybody be fat in this world. It is horrible. It is so traumatizing. It is so isolating. People are evil, they are cruel.
Thinking of the world as evil and cruel is language that indicates an external locus of control. Essentially, it communicates that the person does not feel they have control over their own life. I think we see that worked into a lot of fat acceptance lore. Fat activists are completely willing to exchange their own agency to assert things like weight loss is basically impossible.
Hi friends, it is your Fat Liberation Month thought of the day. Today I'm pulling out some numbers about how many diets actually work. And I'm pulling these numbers from Tipping the Scales for Justice Fighting Weight-Based Discrimination. She writes that the International Journal of Obesity puts the failure rate of diets at 95%. Other studies put it at 98%. Which means that the only diets that are successful, meaning that people lose a significant amount of weight and then keep it off, is between 3 and 5%. For some perspective, the acceptance rate at Harvard University for 2023 was 3.4%. And yet a lot of times we act like all people need to do is diet and they would just magically lose weight.
Implying your odds of losing weight are about the same as your odds of getting into Harvard is a deliberate attempt at deterring people from trying, while also subtly reinforcing the idea that our bodies are out of our control. And people who want to believe that they're out of control or who have been convinced of it aren't actually happy people. One way to deal with that unhappiness is to mock or ridicule those people who are taking control of their lives through things like weight loss.
I hear any of you say that your New Year's resolution is to lose weight.
Think about that the next time you're at war with yourself.
I think accusing people who are choosing to lose weight or change their bodies of being at war with themselves is her way of making herself feel better about her choice to be complacent. And that's her choice to make. But if she and the rest of fat acceptance were really loving their lives, then they wouldn't feel so threatened and uncomfortable by seeing other people make different choices than them. We are definitely going to talk more about this on here. We see a lot of defense mechanisms and deviance from fat liberationists. Yes, activism itself is intrinsically deviant because you're opposing the norm or the standard, but generally it's for the greater good. It is especially deviant to protest things like health. So there's plenty more ground to cover here. But for today, I'd like to end on a weight loss progress.
Bum 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 bum. Wait, I can do that better. What if it's like?
I did deadlifting, squats, bench press, all the heavy barbell lifts. I did cardio, box jumps, push-ups, like high intensity workout stuff.
She has lost about 70 pounds, and I really like that her message is just do the hard work. I do agree with the sentiment that you can't hate yourself into a body you love. So there's a lot of self-love being demonstrated when someone is willing to work hard on themselves. We are gonna stop here for today. Thank you so much for making it to the end. If you're still here with me, let me know your thoughts down below. If you like the video, give it a like. I really do hope everyone is doing well and taking care of themselves. I will have another video up soon. I'll talk to you then. Bye.